Welcome back to the second only ever video here on the Medic on the Move YouTube channel. And it's Saturday night, the 2nd of August 2025. Lauren and I have just been down by the pool here at the hotel. We've had pizza and we thought we'd better do this video because Lauren's got to go off and study for an exam on Monday. And but before she does that, I wanted to have a quick chat and share with all of you about Lauren's journey, because you've been hearing enough and seeing enough about mine on YouTube. So my first question to you is, why did you get involved in EMS? Like, what drew you into getting involved in emergency medical services?
I've always known that I wanted to help people, and ultimately my goal is to be either a nurse or have my own some kind of family practice. But this is a great first step. You get that patient experience, and you get to care for people in your own way, and especially in emergencies, being the first line of help for a person makes a huge difference. And I definitely like being the front line for things like that.
So when you were at school, did you think back then, like, does it go back that far that you thought?
Yeah. Growing up, my plan was to go straight to being a doctor, get it done, and have my own practice and all that good jazz. But things took a little detour in between, so here we are.
So you had to go and do the EMT course, and how long ago was that?
I did it February of 23 or 24. I took the accelerated EMT course.
Accelerate. So just explain, because people don't quite understand, how long is a normal EMT course?
About a year and a half, depending on where you're going.
The EMT course? Yeah. Year and a half?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the accelerated course took 4 months.
Right. And in the 4 months, how often did you have to go in, or was it online?
Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And was that through NEMSA?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And here in Lafayette?
We only did 3 days of orientation here. The rest of it was done in Baton Rouge, where I'm originally from.
Okay. So EMT course, did you like it?
Yeah, it was okay. It was my first time doing anything like this, so it was its own little thing, but I enjoyed it.
So you get through the EMT course, you've got to sit National Registry, which clearly you passed, and then how long before you were then working on the road?
They didn't give us a huge time in between. As soon as we finished class, I think we had a week or two after we passed the class to take registry, and then right after we got our results, we went straight to work, like literally, a day or two after.
And then what did you think? So you're on the road all of a sudden, going to things. How did you find it?
I mean, it was okay. I was kind of nervous at first. We had like a couple of days worth of clinical or test runs before we went out on our own, but it was okay. It's always scary going to emergencies because you never know what you're going to run into or how it's going to turn out, but it's all part of the job. You get used to it.
And for those of you that are not sure, in America the system is there's one EMT and a paramedic that rides the truck. So did you have paramedics that were considerate and helpful?
Well, we don't only run paramedic and EMT trucks. We run EMT and EMRs, and EMRs are mostly drivers. They don't really do hands-on, and that's the kind of truck I'm on. So I'm usually the lead medic, and it is definitely a handful.
So you went straight into that?
Yes.
So now you're a pretty cool customer, but how did you cope with being just thrown in? Because you're 23 now, so you were 22, so young. How did you cope with being thrown in the deep end?
I mean, it's not my first time being thrown in the deep end in general. You just take it one step at a time. Everything's just one step at a time. It doesn't matter what it is.
So, okay, no. Did you have any bad jobs that...
I mean, what do you mean bad jobs?
Well, as in bad traumas or highly emotional, stressful incidents that early on that made you sort of go, whoa.
Well, we worked one code, and the worst part of that code was just the family being there. working a code while the family's there crying and oh my God, they want you to save dad and da 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 da. And you're trying your best, and the outcome still isn't what everybody wants it to be. That's probably the worst part of the job. But other than that, it's okay.
So in America, once you're an EMT, how long do you have to wait until you can apply to do the paramedic program?
With the company that we work for currently, it doesn't really have a time frame. You can go as soon as you want.
Was it always your intention to want to be a paramedic?
No, not really. I had plans to do this for a while and then go straight to nursing school and go from there. But my superiors back at home were like, "You're gonna take this course. You are a great EMT. I know you would make a great paramedic, and we have a program from paramedic to RN within a year. So you might as well just go ahead."
So paramedic training in the US can be anything from like a year up to 2-year program, the normal way of doing it. Lauren chose to jump into, again, the accelerated program. So just talk to us about what the accelerated program's like.
It is the fastest thing you will ever experience in your life. We have 2 weeks for each section. So respiratory is 2 weeks, cardiology is 2 weeks. Everything is 2 weeks, and you have 2 weeks to learn it and get it down. And the whole course itself is only 4 months. And then we do like a month and a half worth of clinicals where we actually get to do hands-on working with all the things we learned. It's not a bad course to take if you're a very fast-paced self-learner, but if you require a lot of instruction and extra time to like learn things, I would not suggest it.
And so the way that we met is because the people doing the accelerated program are all living here at the Drury Hotel in Lafayette. And when I came over from Australia, which is 7 weeks ago now, I'm staying here as well. And that's when we met and we became buddies. And Lauren actually drives me to school and back, each day, and takes me out for food and, all that sort of good stuff. So it is intense. There's a lot of exams.
We have 2 exams a week, sometimes 3.
And have you had any moments in the course where you've thought, too much?
Cardiology was the worst. I'm not very good at interpreting ECGs. I mean, I'm good enough to pass, but it was the least favorite thing, my least favorite.
So 4 months of 5 days a week, 8 till 4 in the classroom, so the theory component, and that finishes in a few weeks. Then what happens?
We go to clinicals in a hospital and we do ride-alongs on the truck for about a month and a half to put all of the stuff we learned in those 4 months into play and make sure we actually learned it, not just here, but hands-on as well. And then after that, we sit registry, and that's it. We'll officially be paramedics.
Now, I just want to make a point here because in Australia, we do a 3-year university degree. And since I've been here, I've had lots of medics from here saying, oh, you guys in Australia, you do a bachelor's degree at university and your course is so much better. I can tell you now, because I've been sitting in on quite a lot of their courses just, over the last 7 weeks, and I've seen the American paramedic program. I've experienced the Australian program, obviously, and I can tell you now, they are exactly the same. The only difference between the degree program in Australia and here is because it's in a university, you have to do all of those other subjects like evidence and research and social epidemiology and things like that, which obviously then make the program a lot longer. But the actual paramedic content from Australia and what is done in America is exactly the same. So the fact that you guys are here 5 days a week, 40 hours a week in the classroom, but you've then got all the study to do when you get back, 2 exams a week, it is full on. Any periods through this where you've thought, I'm going to throw this in?
Just the cardiology portion had me a little on the rocks about it. But since that's been over, I've actually been doing a lot better, and it's getting a lot easier, to be honest.
And so when you do the clinicals in the hospital, what sort of things will you be doing?
Everything that's pretty much in a nurse's scope of practice. So, and everything that we're taught as paramedics, so IVs, EKGs, giving meds, patient assessment, trauma assessments, pretty much everything you do on a truck, or pretty much everything a nurse does in a hospital, to be honest.
Then when you finish the hospital phase, then what happens?
We test registry, and that's it.
Oh, registry. And as you know, I sat registry on Thursday, and all good, passed, and that was good. How many shifts will you have to do on the road with a field training officer, paramedic?
I don't know how many on a truck specifically. I just know we have to do a month and a half worth of hospital and truck rides before we test registry. So however many falls in that category.
So when will you be, fully qualified on your own working a truck?
The end of November.
Ooh, okay. So what, August, September, right, so like 3 or 4 months. So by Christmas,
I will be a paramedic.
Okay, so paramedic, what's your career plans for? Obviously, you're going to want to spend X amount of time on the road just consolidating being a paramedic. Have you thought about the future and what you might like to do?
I think after I get my paramedic, I'll travel for a couple of months, and then I'll stay still somewhere for about a year and a half, and then I'll take the paramedic to RN program, get my RN degree, and that'll be it. I'll be a nurse for the rest of my life.
So, nurse working in a hospital,
Probably.
or because also here, if you're a paramedic and an RN,
Truck as well. I mean, I guess in my free time I'll work on the truck, but I plan to spend the majority of my time in a hospital somewhere, and that's if I don't decide to go and get my doctor's degree after.
to be a doctor.
Yes.
You haven't told me that.
I just told you that at the beginning of the video. I want to own my own practice.
Really?
Yes.
Lauren.
What?
Excellent. But as an RN and a paramedic, you could also work
Flight medic.
flight medic.
Yeah, I don't want to do all that. I can barely handle being in the pool, let alone getting on a plane. No, thank you.
All right. Well, good luck with the rest of the course. Thank you for being such a good friend. Landing here in America, it's something that you planned for and was excited about, but it's a big move for me to come here, and the support you've shown and friendship has been awesome. So thank you for that. Good luck with the rest of the course. Good luck with your paramedic career. And you'll be seeing a lot of Lauren on here on our YouTube channel and on Facebook, because we're going to bring other things to you in the future. So if you like this video and all the others that are coming, please like and subscribe to the channel, and we will catch up with you very soon. Thank you once again.
Good night, Craig.
See ya.